A very good afternoon to all our viewers. Welcome to our show Midday News. Let's have a look at the headlines. Sonora Bridge inauguration takes place in Kohima as CM Rio takes to Twitter and congratulates all involved in work. In view of the Statehood Day on 1st December and Hornbill Festival, Home Department issues a circular stating mass social work on 30th November from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. in all the districts and sub-districts of Nagaland. After Vodafone Idea and Bharti Airtel, Mukesh Ambani-led Reliance Jio announces up to 21% hike in the prepaid tariffs from December. Prime Minister Narendra Modi states the government is ready to discuss all issues in the House ahead of Parliament's winter session. The Supreme Court, constituted by a three-member panel, will look into allegations of snooping by the government using Israeli company NSO software Pegasus. Let's go through the details now. In view of the Statehood Day on 1st December and Hornbill Festival, the Home Department issued a circular on 28th of November stating that there will be mass social work on 30th November from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. in all the districts of Nagaland and sub-divisional headquarters of the state with the involvement of all the state government employees and the general public. The aim of the social work will be to make the wards and colonies free of any kind of waste. Rubble, muck, foliage, overgrowth, etc., the debris building materials and any kind of waste which may be creating public nuisance or giving dirty look along roads and paths should be removed and disposed of. Further, in view of the festive season, steps may be taken for ensuring facelift of all government buildings and also for putting up decorative lights on them by 30th of November. Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio inaugurates Sonora Bridge in Kohima on 29th of November. It is the first four-lane RCC arc bridge in Nagaland dedicated to the people of the state. Rio also took to Twitter stating that he was happy to inaugurate the bridge, which is one of the most important roads leading to the Nagaland Civil Secretariat. He also congratulated the department, engineers, contractors and all those who were involved in the work. Aikito Jivomi, Commissioner and Secretary Tourism on Sunday, stated that Nagaland government has been inspired by Strugis, a city in the US, to promote off-road tourism in the state's rugged terrain. The officials explained how the state government has devised a plan to benefit from its unsurfaced roads and natural terrain through off-roading business model, which could potentially generate an annual revenue of Rs 100 crore. The government has optimistically proceeded with the concept and has planned a tie-up with Google to chart out the routes and curate the circuits. Meanwhile, a group of 10 people have also participated in a 10-day off-roading expedition in the interiors of the state in September. According to US Geology Survey, an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 7.5 struck northern Peru early on Sunday, damaging some buildings and blocking several loads with rubble. While the quake was extremely strong, it was relatively deep, measured at 112 kilometers, which usually reduces the possibility of damage and casualties. The quake occurred at 5:52 a.m. and its epicenter was in the Amazon region. A part of the 16th century church in LA, Zalca district in the Amazon region, collapsed and 3 people were lightly injured. Falling stones blocked several highways in the Amazonas and Cajamarca region in Peru, and the tremor was felt nearly 800 kilometers away in the capital of Lima, where some people rushed out of their homes in alarm. After Vodafone Idea and Bharti Airtel, Mukesh Ambani-led Reliance Jio on Sunday announced up to 21% hike in its prepaid tariffs from December. The new unlimited plans will go live on 1st December and can be opted from all existing touchpoints and channels. All three major private telecoms have now upped their price plans to bring in more revenue from customers. The tariffs hike entail JioPhone plan, unlimited plans and data add-on and range between 19.6% and 21.3%. The company stated that these plans will provide the best value in the industry. The bypoll to one Rajya Sabha seat in Kerala is underway after the seat fell vacant following the resignation of Kerala Congress M leader Jose M. Mani. Mani had resigned after his party quit the alliance with the United Democratic Front and joined the Left Democratic Front. Mani is contesting as an LDF candidate and UDF is fielding Dr. Sudanand Rajasekharan as its candidate. LDF candidate Jose K. Mani is likely to win as the left has 99 legislators in the state legislative assembly. Opposition UDF has 99 MLAs. Minister for Food and Civil Supplies GR Anil has cast the first vote in the by-elections. The counting of votes will start at 5 p.m. today. Absconding diamantaire Mehul Choksi fears that he might be kidnapped again and may be taken to Guyana, from where he may be taken away in an unlawful and illegal manner. Mehul Choksi stated that he might be coerced and kidnapped once again and taken to Guyana, where there is a strong Indian presence which may be utilized to spirit him away in an unlawful and illegal manner. While speaking about his health condition, Choksi said that he is seeking help for his disastrous state of mental health and that he was consumed by constant fear. Choksi alleged that he is currently confined to the limits of his home in Antigua and that his poor health doesn't allow him to move anywhere else. Choksi is wanted in a Rs 13,500 crore bank fraud case in India, which had mysteriously gone missing on 23rd of May from Antigua and Barbuda, where he has been staying since 2018 as a citizen. Ahead of the Parliament's winter session, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Monday that the government is ready to discuss all the issues in the House. Discussions and not disruption should be the yardstick on which the success of Parliament should be weighed. The Prime Minister said this while addressing the media outside Parliament. Stating that the dignity of the House and the chair must be maintained, PM Modi said that we should debate in the Parliament and maintain the decorum of the proceedings. Sawal bhi, shanti bhi. Modi reminded the MPs that they are in Parliament to fulfill the dreams of the crores of people in the country. The Prime Minister also urged people to be alert about Omicron, the new variant of COVID-19.
कल हमने देखा है पिछले दिनों संविधान दिवस भी नए संकल्प के साथ संविधान के स्पिरिट को चरितार्थ करने के लिए हर किसी के दायित्व के संबंध में पूरे देश ने एक संकल्प किया है। इन सब के परिप्रेक्ष्य में हम चाहेंगे, देश भी चाहेगा, देश का हर सामान्य नागरिक चाहेगा कि भारत का संसद का ये सत्र और आगे आने वाले भी सत्र आजादी के दीवानों की जो भावनाएं थी, जो स्पिरिट था, आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव का जो स्पिरिट है, उस स्पिरिट के अनुकूल संसद भी देश हित में चर्चाएं करे, देश की प्रगति के लिए रास्ते खोजे, देश की प्रगति के लिए नए उपाय खोजे और इसके लिए ये सत्र बहुत ही विचारों की समृद्धि वाला, दूरगामी प्रभाव पैदा करने वाला, सकारात्मक निर्णयों वाला बने। मैं आशा करता हूं कि भविष्य में संसद को कैसा चलाया, कितना अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूशन किया, उस तराजू पे तोला जाए, न कि किसने कितना जोर लगा करके संसद के सत्र को रोक दिया। ये मानदंड नहीं हो सकता है। मानदंड ये होगा कि संसद में कितने घंटे काम हुआ, कितना सकारात्मक काम हुआ। हम चाहते हैं सरकार हर विषय पर चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार है।
Madhya Pradesh Minister Bisahulal Sahu apologized on Sunday over his comments that upper caste women should work like those from the lower strata of society, following a warning from Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan over the remarks. He, in fact, apologized. Rajput and other upper caste organizations protested against the comment made on Thursday. Chauhan on Sunday, the Chief Minister of Bhopal, said that he called Sahu and he has publicly apologized for his statement. On Saturday, Rajput groups Karni Sena and Kshatriya Mahasabha protested across the state. Karni Sena members also showed black flags to the Sahu at the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party office. A three-member panel constituted by the Supreme Court to look into allegations of the snooping by the government using Israeli company NSO software Pegasus is learned to have sent out mails to the petitioner asking them to submit their personal devices for technical evaluation. The committee has in the mail stated that the petitioners would also be given the option of making submission under oath before the retired Supreme Court Justice R.V. Ravindran-led panel. Earlier this year, it was alleged that the Pegasus snooping software had been used to snoop on journalists, activists, government officials and even cabinet ministers, including the Minister for Electronics and Information Technology, Ashwini Vaishnav. AIMIM chief Asauddin Owaisi on Sunday slammed the Bharatiya Janata Party over the leak of the Uttar Pradesh teacher eligibility test question paper. He also charged the state government with playing with the future of the youth. He further took a jibe at the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and remarked the future of nearly 20 lakh youth has suffered a setback due to his government's failure. Furthermore, Owaisi questioned how the question papers could be leaked when the Yogi Adityanath government claims to have a tough stance towards criminals. Schools, colleges and other educational institutions in Delhi that have remained closed for over 2 weeks due to hazardous air quality levels in the national capital are set to reopen on Monday. Delhi's Environment Minister Gopal Rai had on Wednesday announced that the Aam Aadmi Party government's decision to reopen educational institutions after the air quality levels in the city showed improvement. The decision from the Delhi government to halt physical classes came after the Supreme Court expressed concerns over high pollution levels and exposing school-going children to dangerous conditions. Delhi government has adopted many measures to tackle air pollution. Gopal Rai and Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has urged the public to rely on public transport rather than private vehicles.
तो है नहीं, ये बात नहीं, चिंता कभी से है, लेकिन अब ये ऑनलाइन क्लास के चलने के चक्कर में पेरेंट्स सब इतने परेशान हो चुके हैं, सबों की कमाई कम हो गई है और स्कूल में खर्चा बढ़ गया है। कमाई का करीबन 20 से 30% पैसा जो है सिर्फ स्कूल के खर्चों में जा रहा है ऑनलाइन क्लास चल रहा है, आज के डेट में ये प्रोजेक्ट बना के देना है, कल वो प्रोजेक्ट बना के देना है। डेली बेसिक पे 150 का खर्चा स्कूल का लगा हुआ ही है। हाँ, बहुत प्रभावित हुई है। बच्चे मोबाइल में व्यस्त हो गए हैं। जो बच्चे मोबाइल नहीं पकड़ते थे, आज की डेट में दिन भर मोबाइल लेके बैठे हुए रहते हैं। और रही पॉल्यूशन की बात, तो क्या घर में बैठने के बाद पॉल्यूशन नहीं है? घर में भी पॉल्यूशन है। ये तो है नहीं जो पॉल्यूशन।
The State Special Operations Cell of Fazilka District, Punjab found 2 live hand grenades in a bag left behind by 2 bike-borne persons while running away from police at a naka in Fazilka District. The grenades were discovered on Sunday, 28th of November. Meanwhile, the police have registered a case against 2 unidentified persons under the Explosive Substance Act and the investigation is underway. Due to non-stop heavy rains in Tamil Nadu, at least 8 people have lost their lives in rain-related incidents and 220 areas in Chennai are waterlogged. Residents are facing harrowing experiences with ongoing floods. Despite the assurance by the Chennai Civic Corporation, the city remains waterlogged, while poorly maintained drainage system adds to the misery of floods. The North Coastal District in Chennai has been declared red alert for the next 2 days. As rains are expected to continue for the next few days in Chennai, the Greater Chennai Traffic Police Department released a detailed list of waterlogged areas and traffic divisions in the city. Chennai has been witnessing rains of historical proportion and the capital city is said to have received 1000 mm rain in just 27 days. This is the 4th such occurrence in Chennai since 1918.
बात कर रहे हैं कि कल जो ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग हो गई, राजनाथ सिंह जी थे, उनके नेतृत्व में हो गई। उस वक्त हमने 15-16 मुद्दे जो इम्पोर्टेंट थे और सभी ने कॉमन राय उस पे जताई। और उसके अलावा फ्लड का भी एक बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम साउथ इंडिया में आया है, तमिलनाडु, केरला, कर्नाटका, आंध्रा, उस विषय पे भी बात करना। ये सारी चीजें कल वहाँ पर तय हो गई और उसमें से कौन सी चीज को प्रायोरिटी देना, ये तो हम पहले ही तय किए थे कि किसान का जो मुद्दा है एमएसपी का और उनके जो भी सवाल है, क्योंकि अभी भी वो बॉर्डर पे बैठे हैं, तो बॉर्डर पे जब बैठे हैं तो उनके जब तक
Union Public Service Commission aspirants set an indefinite agitation at Jantar Mantar, Delhi on Sunday, demanding an extra attempt to appear for the exam. Abhishek Anand Sinha, the lead petitioner in the Abhishek Anand versus Union of India case, stated that they filed a petition in the Supreme Court and demanded extra attempts as they are not fully prepared. The agitating students said that their preparations were affected due to COVID-19 pandemic. Sinha noted that the demands are legitimate and SC has certified them too, but nothing has come from the government side. He further hoped that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Home Minister Amit Shah will listen to their grievances. An Indian returnee from South Africa has tested positive for COVID-19 in Dombivli area of Maharashtra's Thane district. The man's sample have been sent for genome sequencing to ascertain if he was carrying the newly found Omicron variant of coronavirus. The man is in isolation for now at the Art Gallery Isolation Center of the Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation. He arrived from South Africa to Delhi on 24th of November and then travelled to Mumbai. Dr. Pratibha Patil, the health official at the KDMC, said that the patient's condition is stable and that the patient's brother tested negative for coronavirus. Other family members of the patient will be tested for COVID on Monday. According to reports, the family members are currently in isolation. On Saturday, 2 travellers from South Africa had tested positive for COVID in Bengaluru. However, it was found that they were infected with Delta strain of coronavirus. Dutch border police on Sunday arrested a couple, a Spanish man in his 30s and a Portuguese woman aged 28, on a plane after they fled from a quarantine hotel where COVID-positive passengers from South African flights were staying. The drama came after Dutch authorities said 61 people who arrived on 2 flights at Amsterdam's Schiphol airport on Friday had tested positive for the coronavirus. 13 of them with the new Omicron variant. According to Public Health Authority spokeswoman Stephanie van Wardenberg, one of the members of the couple had tested positive for COVID-19 and went into isolation, while the other person was negative but in quarantine. She added that both were back in isolation but not at the same hotel. Australian government has announced landmark legislations to crack down on abuse and bullying on social media. Prime Minister Scott Morrison on Sunday released the social media and anti-trolling legislations, which he said would be introduced to the parliament. Under the legislation, social media companies would be considered publishers and can be held liable for defamatory comments posted on their platforms. According to the government, the liability could be avoided if they provided information so that a victim could identify and comment defamation proceedings against Tor. If passed by Parliament, the new law would allow victims of defamatory online comments to resolve disputes by using a new complaint process of the social media platform to demand removal of the remarks and identifying the trolls. Well, that is all for now. This is Gargi Deka signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10.